Everybody thinks I'm okay now. Maybe that's because I've gotten good at hiding what still hurts. I smile when people ask about you. I say I've moved on with my life. I laugh at all the right moments, and I sleep alone at night. I tell them I'm doing better, that your memory doesn't stay. But every time they stop asking, I break all over again. The truth is I still see your shadow in every place we used to go, and every happy photograph reminds me of what I lost. Maybe healing isn't moving on. Maybe it's learning how to carry the pain. I pretend I'm fine without you, like my heart doesn't call your name, like every lonely night doesn't still feel the same. I pretend I'm fine without you, but the truth is hard to hide, because every part of me still wishes you were mine. You probably think I've forgotten everything we used to be, but I pretend I'm fine without you, when you're still everything to me. I deleted all our pictures, at least that's what I told my friends. But somehow every memory still finds its way back in. I still remember your birthday, the songs you used to play, the little things I should know after all this time away. Sometimes I almost call you just to hear your voice again. Then reality reminds me we're strangers in the end. Tell me why the hardest person to lose is the one who already left. I pretend I'm fine without you, like I don't miss you every day, like I don't read old conversations when the night won't go away. I pretend I'm fine without you, but I'm lying to myself, because loving you was easy, forgetting you is something else. You moved on so naturally, while I stayed where you left me, pretending I'm fine without you is exhausting, honestly. Maybe one day I'll wake up and not think of you. Maybe one day your name won't hurt anymore. Maybe one day I'll hear a song and feel nothing at all. But tonight isn't that night. Tonight I still miss you, I still love you, and I still wonder if you ever miss me too. I pretend I'm fine without you, even when my heart breaks slow, even when every memory refuses to let go. I pretend I'm fine without you, because I don't know what else to do when the world expects me to heal, but I'm still healing from you. You became a chapter I was never ready to close. without you. But the truth is, I never really learned how. Everybody thinks I'm okay now. Maybe that's because they can't hear my heart when it still whispers your name. I thought time would take you away, but some memories never seem to know when it's time to leave. I found an old picture tonight, hidden between forgotten things, and suddenly the years disappeared like they never happened. The way you smiled still feels familiar somehow, like a part of my heart never left that moment. I try to build a new life, try to become someone new, but certain memories still know exactly where to find me. Maybe moving on isn't forgetting, maybe it's learning to live with ghosts. Some memories never learn to leave, they stay long after goodbye, living inside quiet moments and sleepless nights. Some memories never learn to leave, no matter how much time goes by, because some people touch your soul too deeply to say goodbye. And every lonely evening still brings pieces of you back into my life. The coffee shop on 8th Street still feels like your favorite place, and every rainy afternoon still carries your face. I hear a song we used to love, and suddenly I'm not here anymore. I'm back inside your car, singing words we both knew. You probably don't remember half the things I still hold on to, but somehow my heart collected everything about you. Tell me why the smallest reminders always hurt the most. Some memories never learn to leave, they hide inside familiar sounds, inside old photographs and places around town. Some memories never learn to leave, even when I beg them to, because every version of my future still remembers you. And every rainy midnight still feels the same somehow, like my heart never figured out how to live without you. Maybe that's what love becomes. Not the person, not the relationship, not the promises, just memories that keep showing up when you least expect them. And maybe that's okay. Maybe some people aren't meant to disappear completely. Maybe they stay in the songs we play, in the stories we never tell. every day anymore, but when I do, it still feels the same. Some memories never learn to leave, even after all this time, even after pretending that I'm finally fine. Some memories never learn to leave, they just become softer scars, quiet reminders of who we once were. And every sleepless night still ends the same way too, with me smiling at a memory that still belongs to you. I know someday I'll heal, I know hearts recover slowly, but tonight what hurts the most is how beautiful it all was. Some memories never learn to leave, and maybe I don't want them to. It was 2:17 in the morning, and for a moment I almost called you. The room was quiet, except for the rain outside, and somehow every thought I had led me back to you tonight. I told myself I was healing, that I was finally moving on, but loneliness has a way of proving you wrong. I stared at your contact like I had so many times before, wondering if your voice would still sound like home. Maybe missing someone feels strongest when the world falls asleep. It was the night I almost called you, the night I almost broke, the night I almost told you everything I still don't show. And every lonely hour pulled me closer to your name, because some hearts keep loving long after people change. You were one such away from hearing my truth, and that's what hurts the most. I almost called you. I imagined you answering, saying, hey, how have you been? Like somehow all this distance could disappear again. I imagined telling you how much I still miss your laugh, how every road I've taken still somehow leads me back. But reality reminded me that we're not who we were before, and some conversations can't fix what's gone anymore. Tell me why the people we miss most are the ones we can't reach. It was the night I almost called you, the night my heart gave in, the night I almost reopened everything I've buried within. And every rainy what hurts the most. I still wanted you. Maybe healing means not making that call. Maybe healing means accepting the silence. Maybe healing means learning that closure won't come from hearing your voice again. Because if I'm honest, I wasn't calling to say goodbye. I was calling because I still hoped there was something left. My finger hovered over your name for a long time. It was the night I almost called you, even after all this time, even after convincing everyone that I'm doing fine. And every sleepless night still ends the same way too, with me missing someone who stopped missing me too. I know someday I'll heal. I know hearts recover slowly. But tonight, what hurts the most is how badly I wanted to hear your voice. It was 2:17 in the morning, and I never made the call. But part of me still wishes I did. I know I should delete them, but they're the closest thing I have left of you. Your name is still there, buried between newer conversations, like a chapter I keep rereading, even though I know the ending. Sometimes late at night, when sleep won't come, I scroll through old messages just to feel close to someone. I read the way you used to text, the little jokes we'd share, and for a few minutes it feels like you're still there. Maybe that's the problem, I keep visiting memories that don't belong to me anymore. I still save our old messages like they're pieces of my heart, like deleting them would mean accepting we're apart. And every lonely midnight still pulls me back again to words that once felt forever, now frozen in the end. You became someone distant while I stayed emotionally true, and that's what hurts the most. I still save pieces of you. I found the conversation from the night we fell in love, back when every notification was enough. You used to say good morning before the sun would rise. Now your silence is the only thing that ever arrives. I know those messages won't bring you back to me, but somehow letting go of them feels harder than it should be. Tell me why old words still carry so much weight. I still save our old messages, even though I know it's wrong, because part of me still listens for your voice inside those lines. And every rainy evening still feels heavy somehow, because I keep searching yesterday when all I have is now. You learn how to move on while I stayed emotionally bruised, and that's what hurts the most. This is the late night confessions, all the little things that nobody else remembers. 'Cause if I lose those messages, I'm scared I'll lose you too. I know they're only words, so why do they still feel alive? I still save our old messages, even after all this time, even after pretending that I'm finally fine. And every sleepless night still ends the same way too, with me reading conversations that still belong to you. I know someday I'll heal, I know hearts recover slowly, but tonight what hurts the most is seeing how much we loved each other before we became strangers. I still save our old messages, because deleting them feels too much like goodbye. I don't just miss us, I miss the version of you who loved me. You used to hold me close, like losing me was your biggest fear. Now we barely talk, and your voice feels unfamiliar. I still remember those nights when forever felt so real, before distance and silence changed the way we feel. And maybe that's what hurts the most, watching someone change completely. I miss the person you used to be, the one who stayed awake just to talk to me, the one who promised you'd never leave. Now you're just somebody I barely recognize anymore. I look at old pictures sometimes, trying to find that version of you, the one who smiled differently when love still felt true. But people change quietly without warning signs, and somehow I kept loving you. Why you changed your mind? Tell me, when did your heart stop feeling like home? I miss the person you used to be, before goodbye became reality. And every lonely midnight still hurts the same, because I'm grieving someone who still has your name. Maybe we both outgrew the love we tried to save, but I still miss the version of you who fought for us every day. And maybe someday I'll finally heal too, but tonight I still miss the old you. I miss who you were before love disappeared. I miss the person you used to be, and somehow that memory still destroys me. I know people change, used to be.